Rabbi Robert Marx was important to me because he was a man, a faith leader, of profound courage, conviction, and humility.
He brought to the Jewish community and to Chicago a vision of how we as Jews connect with other communities, particularly the most oppressed communities, and how we work together to create a just world.
What was most important in his mind was that we are on the right side of history and we are protesting with those that are dealing with white supremacy and oppression every day, no matter what the cost would be to our organization.
Rabbi Marx, for me, was grounded and rooted in understanding human beings and human rights.
He was an inclusive individual, and his work embodied that with the Jewish Council on Urban Affairs. He saw the community as being between the parts.
And to address racism, to address inequities, and to understand it was in our prophetic role as Jews to take on these issues. Justice, justice, shalt thou pursue, was at the core of Marx's being.
Rabbi Marx's impact on the social justice movement here in Chicago was one that is underappreciated, partly because of the profound humility of this human being. But I think among so many things that he modeled that left an indelible impression on me was the ability for faith leaders to call out injustices, call up to a aspirational model of what the world could look like.
I now want to read an excerpt from a letter that Rabbi Marx wrote to the Jewish community about why he decided to march with Martin Luther King Jr. in Marquette Park. You may ask what my trip this afternoon has to do with Judaism.
Is it not a waste of my time and of your money? I pray you do not feel this way.
That you see Judaism as relevant to the problems of our times.
That you see a need for prophetic voices in our age.
Though heaven knows, mine is not.
That you are willing to take a few risks to make Judaism's dreams of a messianic world come true.
You may think that I am insensitive to the criticism that I know has been voiced on many occasions over my involvement in civil rights causes.
Why don't I spend more time on Judaism?
Why do I dissipate so much of my energy on a cause that is not ours?
I am aware of these criticisms, and I am pained by them.
For you see, I feel that freedom is Judaism.
And that Passover is not 3,000 years old.
That it is today, and that we are a part of it.
One last thing about the letter that is not only courageous, but perhaps unprecedented for faith leaders to get to a point to suggest that their irrelevance is more dangerous than their non-existence. And that is a powerful challenge.
The issues that we're grappling with in Congress today, the fight for a peaceful world that provides justice and equality for everyone, remain, I think, the legacy of Rabbi Marx.
The lasting legacy of Rabbi Marx, in my humble opinion, is his ability to connect with people, all people. And when he started JCUA, he didn't start it to give people answers. He started to help people find their own answers.
I know that JCUA will continue to carry on the legacy of Rabbi Marx by doing the work that he started over 56 years ago, fighting all forms of oppression, and that's the work that we will be doing for the next 57 years.